Hey everybody, this is Mr. Duke. Welcome back. And today we're going to be talking about how to make an animation for your puzzle cube, or for any project that you have for that matter. So here we see we've got the puzzle cube, and I've got my 5 pieces listed here on the left, all joined together using the joint command, which I'm going to turn off so we don't need to see that. And now let's start by talking about how to make an animation to show this block being assembled and disassembled. So to do that, we're going up here to Design, to click on drop down box. We're going to select Animation. Now I've got one already made for you to show you what it could or might look like for you. And the animation is just that. It's an animation of the product being disassembled and then reassembled. So this is kind of like your answer key for how to rebuild your puzzle. And this is what you're going to make. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. It doesn't need to have a whole lot of zooms and camera swirls. It can just be as simple as parts coming off, parts coming back on. So when you first do this, yours might be blank. Down here though, you'll see on the bottom side here, there's different storyboards. The storyboards are the different animations that you can put together. And sometimes you want to animate things separately or show off different components of the same project. I've currently got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sitting here of just me experimenting and trying different things. I'm going to add a new one. I'm going to start with a clean storyboard, so a blank slate. I'm going to show you how I do it. Right away, I'm going to come up to my camera view. I'm going to click on the home so I get a nice isometric view. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And to start pulling pieces, I'm going to find what piece I want, and you can hover over here and they should highlight. And if you can't see the highlighting, you can try using the eyeball to turn things on and off. But I'm going to select that L first. I'm going to click on it, and then up here on the top, there's this transform menu. There's several different options what we can do. I'm going to do transform components. And then using our moving menu over here, I'm going to just have that L shape slide out. And I'm even going to have it rotate down. Going to have it rotate 90 degrees downward. Make it look like it's flat. When I'm done, hit OK. And you'll see down here on your animation timeline, you've got your puzzle piece number 1. So that's the component we just manipulated. And we moved it and we rotated it. So at the moment, everything is going into this one little spot, only 1 second in length. And you can tell it's 1 second by this playhead up here. And that's okay. We can adjust that afterwards. Right now, we just want to get all the pieces out of the way. So the next piece I want to do is this purpley blue looking piece. And I think that's right here, puzzle piece number 4. Yep. I'm going to click it. I'm going to use the transform component. And I'm just going to have that slide back. Hit OK. And you'll see down here on the timeline, puzzle piece number 4 got moved. Next, I want this red component to go outwards. I think that's 3. Yep, that is 3. I'm going to transform. I'm going to have it slide out. Whoops. Slide out. And I'm going to have that one rotate flat on its back. 90 degrees. Hit OK. Puzzle piece number 4, 5, no, 2. 2. Puzzle piece number 2, I'm going to slide up and backwards. Hit OK. And then let's see what we've got so far. Now everything in our timeline down here is all lined up vertically, so that's all going to happen at the same time. And everything's 1 second in length. So I'm going to rewind that. Down here, I'm going to hit the play button and let's see what happens. Nice and fast. If you want to extend it and make things a little bit slower, you click on the part that you want to extend and stretch out. So let's say we want that first camera view to be about 2 seconds long. And then after we zoom in on the camera, I want to do my first piece, and I'm only going to show one. Maybe I want to show things happening one at a time. All right, so I'm going to start to stagger it. So when one piece ends, I'm going to start the next piece. So once puzzle piece number 1 moves, I'm going to now move puzzle piece number 4. And after puzzle piece number 4, I'm going to move and put down puzzle piece number 3 with those 2 pieces. And once that one's done, I'm going to put puzzle piece number 2 to happen. Now let's see that we've made these changes. Now we've staggered everything so that one piece moves after another piece after another piece. Let's see what happens. Gonna rewind, hit play. And there you have it. That's a disassembly of our puzzle piece. If that was a little bit too fast for you, we can definitely slow things down, and you can change the speed at which the animation happens by stretching out these blocks. And in doing that, you might have to move a few things around. That's okay. There. So we're at the end of our timepiece. Now let's reassemble. Well, I'm going to zoom out a little bit, move my camera, and in doing so, that added a new component here to my view. I'll put that at the end just so that I can. And now I want to put these back in reverse order. Well, if I scroll down on my timeline, puzzle piece number 2 is what the last piece I pulled out. So I'm going to use that and put that one back first. I'm going to select puzzle piece number 2. Under transform, I'm going to select restore home. And that will automatically put it back to its starting point. You can see down here, puzzle piece number 2 in the timeline. There's this new move that got added. I'm just going to move it to the end of my at the end of my playhead. Move that over. All right, so zooms back into place. And I'm just going to work backwards. The next to last thing I did was puzzle piece number 3. So I'll go to piece number 3 under the components, transform, restore home. And now notice it made a really long clip. It's all right. I'm going to shorten that. I can just go to the end and squish it down. Next up, I'm going to do puzzle piece number 4. So piece number 4, transform, restore home. And I click and move that to the end of the playhead. Maybe I want that a little bit faster, so I'm going to shrink that bar up a little bit. And then finally, puzzle piece number 1. Oops. Nope, I'm missing one. I need 3. Let's see what I got so far. There we go, yep. So I just need that final piece. I'll move my playhead over. I want to move puzzle piece number 1. Transform, restore home. Yep. There we go. Start from the beginning and let's see what happens. Excellent. So you can make any adjustments if you want to add some camera angles, spin things around to see from the other side. You can certainly do that. But this was just a very simple tear down to show the components of your puzzle block and then a reassembly. This is going to be your answer key for when you get stuck or for when whoever you do that you made this for gets stuck. You want to come up here to the save button, make sure you save that animation. And then to save it as a file that you can download and you can post and include in your portfolio, come up here to the publish button. You want to publish this video. You want to do the current storyboard. You do have an option for all storyboards, but we're not going to do that. Just the current. Hit OK. And the important thing to do is to make sure this button down here says save to my computer. Make sure that's selected. Give this a name, Puzzle Cube Animation, and hit the save button. And when you're done, this will save into your downloads folder or wherever you told it to put an AVI file that you can use with any video player to showcase your work. That's it, guys. Thank you much. Have a great day.